Hi, welcome to Hikate's Crossing. I am so sorry, I am so late. Had an absolute issue with everything going on, which was driving me absolutely crazy. So, where are we today? Right, let's close this down. Right. Hi, everybody. Okay. So who's a Ko-Fi supporter? Who's read the community post? And where are we? Right. So let's do the free list. Okay, the free list is, let me just type up this free list. G, Sunflower, Maria, me, and Bella Luna. So let me see what I've done here. Oh, I can't spell today. Okay. M-A-R-I-A. Okay. That's everything. That's a free list. Right. So that's the free list. So, G, I just need your question. Don't forget, if you donate, please let me know. Oops. Yes, certainly. Hi, Effie. So free list is G, Sunflower, Maria, me, Bella, Queer, and I'm not, and Effie, of course. So that's the free list. Right. Thanks for the happy Mother's Day. Today is actually Monday for us, and it's 10:43 a.m. being in New Zealand. So let's have a look. Now, let me just get sorted here. I had a bit of an issue with laptop for some reason. So let's just get ourselves organized, because you can see I'm spread out with decks here. I need to put the tea light on. So let's have a little light the tea light. Let's get sorted. Oh, ouch, my elbow. Now, if you donate, please let me know. Just shifting laptops around. What? Oh, you're kidding me? Right. Sorry, I just shifted the mouse and it went funny on me. Right. Let's not do that. Oracle decks. Hi, Lords. Right. We've got Silver Witchcraft Tarot, Santa Muerte, vice versa. And the Starman Tarot. So we're going to start with Starman. What's coming up for you this week? Hi, Fab. Hi, Lords. Hi, Val. Yep, I will add you. Just give me a minute. Let me just do the first lot. Okay, we've got at a crossroads. So this week may be full of decisions. You might be given some options to look to decide which path you're going to move towards. There might be some options coming up. So you might find yourself at a bit of a crossroads this week. Bit of a crossroads. And it's all about looking at what are you actually holding on to? What is stopping you from actually moving forward and making the decision that you actually need to do to move forward? So it feels like you're holding on to something that's going to be stopping you from actually moving forward, G. So you will find yourself at a bit of a crossroads this week, trying to make a sense of maybe clearing away some clutter, trying to work out in which direction you're actually going to move into. You might find yourself feeling like you're being split into two, so to speak, because you're holding on to something, but knowing that you've actually got to make the decision to move forward. Okay, so that could be quite important for you. Okay, so the free list at this time is we're looking for Sunflower's question. Sunflower and Maria. Okay. So Sunflower. Let's keep the questions quite thin. So I recently started dating Jeffrey at school after my left my ex. Want to know how things would play out based on the energy right now. Okay. Cool. Cool question. Okay, so what's the energy? How will things play out based on the energy right now? I'm just using the Starman Tarot for today. See how we go from there. And we may change later on, but let's have a look. Wow. Based on the energy right now, it's definitely a new relationship, new love. Feels like there's a sense of growth, and it's all about the thoughts and ideas coming into play. So it feels very positive. Ooh, we've got the Lovers as well. So it feels very intense, very new. Feels like things are coming up. Lots of choices to be made. Trying to find a sense of balance within the relationship. There's also a lot of energy, vitality. Feels very passionate. Just feels like a really cool, positive energy into the relationship. So it feels very exploratory, if you like. Word came out. I don't know why that came out. Don't normally talk like that, but exploratory. It feels like there's lots to explore, lots to develop, lots to grow. Does feel like there's a lot of possibilities. Okay, so really it's about being limitless in the relationship. So just enjoy the moment. Be in the moment. Enjoy the passion. Enjoy the exploring and the developing. Take one step at a time. Don't be in a hurry. Just feels like just enjoy the moment. So yeah, feels really, really positive. Okay, so next on the list we had Maria. You're welcome, Sunflower. Maria. So let's have a look. Will W contact me again soon? Does he already have a girlfriend? Let's have a look. Does he already have a girlfriend? Just popped out. Two of Cups. Okay, tells me there's a connection between you two. And we have victory and success. So it does feel like there's a sense of, I'm not getting that he already has a girlfriend. definitely feels as though, because your question was, will he contact you again? And I do feel like there's a connection between you. And with the Six of Wands, it tells me that that he will contact you, that there's success, there's victory in the moment. So I do feel like he will contact you again. There's definitely a connection with you guys. So I definitely feel like there is some sort of connection there. So the question was, will he contact you again? And I do feel like, yes, he will. Does feel like he'll contact you again. Hi. Yes, I'll add you to the list, but I'm just doing this first list at the moment, and then I will continue with next. Okay, so me is next. Me and Bella Luna. Me, Bella Luna. Right, me. Right, cool. What to expect? Okay, well, if you want to get a bit more information, just don't forget the donations. And if you've read the community post, or you're a supporter on Ko-Fi, you'll know the discounts and things too. Don't forget, if you're a Ko-Fi supporter, there are discounts. If you're a member, there's further discounts with the donations as well. So, and don't forget, if you've read the community post, oh, thank you, All About Maine. I had a great Mother's Day yesterday. My son and his girlfriend came out and mowed my lawns. So quite lucky, really. So what's the rest of 20? Okay, remember, I'm only doing a 2-card spread. So if you want more information, don't forget the donations are going to give you a whole lot more. So let's see what to expect for 2022. You've got lots of shifting. I feel like you're moving. There's a lot of moving, a lot of going into smoother waters. So it feels like you're leaving behind the old and moving into new things. It does talk a lot about the Justice card here. So you've got a lot of look about the truth of the situation. Maybe it's about looking at the consequences of any actions that you've taken. It does feel like you've got a lot of moving, a lot of moving forward and things, and looking at the consequences of your actions taken. A lot about trying to find a sense of equilibrium, trying to find a sense of balance. Very much about maybe you're dealing with some legalities or some issues and things going on. There could be on many different levels. It does feel like it's going to be a year full of movement. There's a lot of movement going on in your journey. Does feel like there's a lot of shifting, a lot of movement going on, a lot of looking at the truth and the facts of the situation. So yeah. Oh yes, All About Maine. I'll add you to the next list. I've done one load and I'll do the next, and I'll get you on to the next list in a moment. Just give me a minute. Welcome, MW. You'll be added to the next list, definitely. I'm just doing this first part, and then I'll do the next. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like you've got a lot of stuff going on, me. It's a full-on year for you, a full-on rest of the year for you. Okay, so next in the list that I had was Bella Luna and Toya. Bella Luna. Does the Libra think of you? Okay. Does the Libra think of you? Let's have a look. Okay, I'm getting a lot about you giving a lot of yourself away. You've got this emotional, you've got Prince of Cups here, so there's definitely that movement, romance. So you're be careful about giving a lot of yourself away, but there is that romance, there is that sense of, definitely feels as though there's that movement, that news being announced, that definitely feels as though there's that romance. I am getting a romantic feel about it and all, but I'm getting a sense of being also careful of how much of yourself you're giving away to that romance. So I feel like there's an unconditional, I feel like there's a lot of giving away. I do feel like there's a sense of giving away. Yes, there's he is thinking about you, and there is that sort of romantic feel about it. But I'm still getting a hesitation in some way with this card here, with the Six of Pentacles. Getting the sense of like you're giving a lot of yourself away. Just be aware of that. Yeah, he's thinking about you and it's romantic and all that sort of stuff going on. But I'm getting a sense of you're giving yourself a lot of yourself away. You're friendly, not romantic. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe what that hesitation is. Maybe that's what that hesitation is. That the fun thing is we've got the Prince of Cups, which is all about romance. It's all about that sense of, it's normally like the Knight of Cups. So it's all about that romance going on, that news arriving, the feelings, the emotions and things going on. Could be just the kind and caring energy about it. But I'm still getting a hesitation, a sense of being aware of how much you're giving yourself away. I know there's something there that's not quite gelling in some way. So he thinks of you. There's definitely a romantic issue. There's definitely some feelings, some emotions going on there. But I'm getting the sense of giving yourself away. I don't know what it is. I'm not quite sure whether you've been kind and caring and doing a lot for him. Don't know whether you're doing a lot for you, Libra. It's got a funny energy about it. Right, Toya. Hi, Effie. Right, Toya. And Effie. So I'm just waiting for Toya as well. Oh, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers that are all for you today, of course. Ooh. Okay, 2 cards flew out. Well, actually 3 cards flew out, Toya. So we'll take these 3. Okay, there's all about trying to find a sense of happiness, things coming out into the open, dealing with maybe some past hurts, past wounds, but still keep going, which is super important, and allowing you to actually choose wisely in the decision. Okay, so it's all about, I do feel as though there's a sense of trying to find a sense of happiness within oneself. It does feel like there's maybe some past wounds or past hurts that have been exposed, but it's allowing you to sort of keep going, to know that you have some decisions, some choices to make. I do feel like there's some emotional choices that need to be made. You've got a lot of options available to you. So, yeah, definitely feel as though there's a lot going on for you emotionally. A lot of, definitely feel as though there's a lot of get up and go, but there is that get up and go energy about you. So, but you do know you've got some decisions and things to actually make, which is quite important for you. So coming towards you, you do have some decisions. You are dealing maybe with some past hurts, which is giving you the sort of the energy. You definitely got the energy to sort of get up and go, to keep going, to find that sense of happiness within oneself. So yeah. So Effie, and then I'll start the new list. Okay, Effie. So coming from there, we have, okay, Lords. Let me just type up this new list and they can know where they're at. So we've got Lords. Whoops. How do I spell it? Lords, Fabi, Val, L, X, N, R, I, A. Whoops. Main, M, W. Whoops. Yep. We got two F's in here. Oh. Okay, I've got two F's in here, so we've got, right. Okay, so this is the next list. I have typed it up. Right, so Effie, let's have a look. The first Effie. Right, Mother's Day message. Mother's Day message, I'm going to do the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Yeah, there's two of you today. It's going to be a little confusing because you're all... Okay, so the first Effie, let's have a look. Mother's Day message. Whoa, that flew out. First one is King of Chalices. So, and the Knight of Swords. Interesting sort of message. So we've got here the sense of, sort of feel like putting your emotions to one side. Feel like you just sort of need to just sort of put your emotions to one side, just have a practical approach to what's going on. I just feel like there's a sense of, yeah, I just get the sense of not putting your emotions to one side, just taking a practical approach to things that are going on. It does feel like there's a sense of making sure you plan and strategize what's next in your journey here. I feel like there's a lot of planning to move forward. There's a lot of ideas, a lot of strategy needed for you. So you just need to put your emotions aside for a moment before you sort of dive full into things, and just make some plans, make some ideas before rushing into things as well. So that's really important there. Okay. So that's definitely feel as though you just got to put your emotions to one side, take a sort of a practical approach to your emotions at the moment, and just make some plans and strategies. And with this idea you have, don't rush into it. Just take your time, take a breath, and just allow yourself to sort of move into it with your plans and ideas. Okay. Oh, thank you, Effie. Really appreciate that. There. Okay, so the next list, and I will add the others, but just I can only do so much at a time. And this is a second Effie, not the first one, the second Effie. So at the end here, so we've got Lord's question first, and then Fabi, Val, Lixnria, all about Maine, MW, and Effie. Okay, and then I will continue with the next A and Mary. All right, okay, so Lords, what to expect for the coming week. What's to expect for the coming week? Oh, okay. 2 cards flew out here. Here we've got an ending. It's interesting because we've got 10 of Swords here, which is about things being final. So there's some stuff that needs to finish. There's some things that you need to complete, that you need to end or let go of, you know, and it's going to give you your potential. Okay, when you actually finalize or let go of what's important, you know, what's needed to, you're going to find yourself with the sense of potential to create something in your life, to nurture, to sense of this idea coming into play. Okay, so it's very much about letting things go, making something final, a sense of closure in something that needs to be, I'm getting a very sharp final. It's a final of something. Something needs to end, something needs to be completed. It just feels very final. And when that's complete, then the potential for you becomes, the possibilities become limitless. I do feel as though once that thing's finished, once that closure, that thing is complete, then you've got that sense of new beginnings coming into play, Lords. So that's what this week's going to be about for you. It's going to be quite a strong week of actually completing something being completely completed. I just keep getting that final energy. Feels very firm, very strong, to the point. And then it opens you up to new possibilities, to potential being quite big, feels limitless possibilities for you, Lords. So very, very important for you to complete, final, let whatever that needs to end. Very final energy. And it gives you that potential for something new. Okay, so next on the list was Fabi. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the next lot of questions, and I will add A and Mary next, but I'm just going to do these first. I can only do so much at a time because otherwise it gets a bit. That's right, Fabi. Will P wish you a happy birthday? Okay. You're welcome, Lords. Okay, we do have a triumph. So it definitely feels like there's that success, that yes. It's all about looking at the truth and the facts of the situation. Yes, they will. It does feel like, yeah, I just get the sense of yes, victory, success, moving in the right direction. All about the facts, the ideas, and the truth about whatever's going on, being able to communicate clearly about what's happening. So yes, they'll wish, I do feel as though they'll wish you a happy birthday in some degree. You know, with the Chariot card, it does talk of triumph, success, victory. So yeah. Next we have Val. Oh, Effie, you're a sweetheart. You're an absolute sweetheart. Sending me a PayPal. I don't know if anyone's looked at the community post or if you're a supporter on Ko-Fi. I don't know if you've checked the Ko-Fi posts with what's going on. Hi, Biana. Don't post your question yet because I'm looking for Val's question. Right. Oh, cool. New sub. Don't forget, if you donate through Ko-Fi, you can become a supporter and you get exclusive discounts and things like that. Yes, you can be added to the list, but let me process the list that I'm doing at the moment, and then I'll come back to you guys soon. Okay, so don't forget, if you guys have donated through Ko-Fi and you're a supporter, there's discounts and things. Don't forget to check the posts. If you've checked my community post, you'll know what the discounts are there. Don't forget, if you're a member on my Ko-Fi, that's further discounts, depending on what tier you are. So there's a lot offered to you if you want to take advantage from as little as $1 a month. Right, Val Mary, is my ex still in love with me? Okay, interesting. As I was thinking about your question, we get Four of Wands, which tells me, yes, it's about a marriage and union. It definitely feels as though there's some thought going into it. Oh, another card flew out. We have Justice. I'm just getting a sense of it, and the words that came to me was blinded by. So yes, they're still in love with you, but they're blinded by something, blinded by other actions taken. Yes, everybody can get on the list. Everybody will be added. Just give me a moment to work through this current list, and then I'll add you to the next list. Okay, so Val Mary, I do feel like he's in love with you, but he's blinded by some other actions or some other consequences. Maybe he's dealing with some other stuff that's going on, but I get a sense of being blinded by other aspects, but I am getting that he is still in love with you. Okay, he is still, there is still that commitment or that sense of connection in some way. Definitely feel like there's some connection here with the Four of Wands, the sense of stability, foundations, but he's blinded by something else. Something else is blinding him to maybe make to move in, to make that decision with you, to talk to you. He's blind. Something else is going on behind the scenes is what I want to say here. There's some actions, the consequences of actions being taken. So I do feel like he's being blinded by something else going on. So I think there's other stuff happening in the picture, which is why other stuff might not be going on. He's blinded by whatever happened, by actions of consequences. Yeah, you don't communicate anymore. So yeah, okay, so he's blinded by other stuff that went on, which is why you're not communicating. Okay, so yes, he's still in love with you, but he's blinded by what's actually going, by what actually happened. So I feel like maybe his emotions are being pushed underneath. So he's not really acknowledging his emotions, even though he's still in love with you. He's still blinded by whatever happened. Whatever happened has stopped him from moving forward. So whatever happened, the consequences of the actions taken. Okay, he's blinded by that. So I just don't feel like he's just got to deal with those emotions. He's just got to deal with those thoughts, those ideas, whatever's going on with that, with here. He's got to deal with that before he can connect with this again. Yeah, I will do your readings. Don't worry. I am just coping with this list at the moment. So where am I? I'm up to here. So Lakshrina. Okay, so Lakshrina is next. What is O's next action towards you? Because you're in separation. He's thinking about what do they actually want to bring into their life? What do they want to bring into their life? Feels like they're dealing with a lot of battles, a lot of conflicts and things going on. It does feel like there's a lot of conflicts and things happening in their life that they're trying to sort of deal with and stuff like that. So they're trying to decide what they want to bring into their life right now. So there seems to be a lot of thought, a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking going on here, a lot of trying to have like a practical approach to what needs to be brought into their life, what's of value to their life right now. So they're dealing with a lot of conflict and stuff like that. So I don't feel like there's any movement towards you at this time. I feel like they're very stagnant in that respect. Okay, so I do feel like there's a lot of thought going into things at the moment, but there's no actual action towards you. Okay, so we're up to All About Maine. All About Maine, MW, and then the second FE. And then I'll add everybody up. I'll add the next lot. The next list will be after this. Okay, there will be another list after this. Whew. Okay, so I've just got to keep an eye on that timing. So let's have a look. The next list is going to be will be, let me just type up this new list. A, that Mary, B-A-K-A-N-A, Lily, N-T-H, and Melody. Right. Okay. So I've written the list down. Right. So All About Maine, I'm just waiting for there. So I'm just waiting for All About Maine. So All About Maine, MW, and FE. Just need those three questions. All About Maine, MW, and FE. Okay, so that's the three, and then I'll do the next list after that, which I have typed up and put in chat. Okay, so I'm just waiting for some questions here. All About Maine, MW, and FE, Can the three of you please type in your questions so I've got them there ready to go? So I'm just waiting for these three, and then I'll do the next list. Okay, I'm just waiting for, okay. No, don't post yet, A. Don't post yet. I'm not ready for you yet. Just all about Maine, MW, and Effie at this time. So I'm just waiting for all about Maine. I know she's there somewhere. Okay, so these three I'll do. Now, they're just going to be in order of their question. It doesn't really matter. Everybody's going to get it. So please be patient when things don't go in complete order. So I'm just typing in, just doing the questions as they come, and then I will come back. So, yeah, don't post your question yet, A. I'm not quite ready for you yet. How does Alcus feel about me? So I'm waiting for all about Maine. Waiting for her question as well. How does Alcus feel about me? How does Alcus feel about you? Oh, okay, 2 cards popped out. Okay, interesting. So we've got the King of Swords here. So it feels like there's a lot of solutions, a lot of issues and things that are coming up that need to be sorted through. It does feel like there's a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of deep thinking going on. It can be about trying to find a sense of solution to issues and things happening. Because things need to things need to end as new opportunities are arising. I do feel like there's new opportunities with the deep thinking. Okay, there is a lot of deep thinking. There are some things that need to be completed, and it allows the new opportunities to arise. So I do feel like he's thinking about you. There's a lot of thought. Feels very mental, and like very thoughtful. A lot of intellect sort of energy. So I do feel like there's some thoughts going into it. There is a lot of deep thinking about it all, things needing to end, something that they're thinking about, things that need to actually complete or need to end so that their new opportunities arise. Okay, Effie. Next, MW. Okay, can you tell me about... Oh, now, remember, I'm only doing 2 cards here, MW. So you're not going to get a very deep reading. Okay, you're not going to get a very deep reading with this. It's very much to the surface. Now, when we talk about future husbands, you're closing yourself off to every other relationship that needs to happen along the way for your future husband to arrive. So be very wary of what I'm going to tell you is for entertainment purposes only. Don't close yourself off to other opportunities. You know, when you focus so much on a future husband, you forget about all the other little people that come into your life that are really, really important. And you could miss out on an opportunity of a fantastic, in-the-moment relationship that teaches you something so that you can move forward. So be very, very careful about focusing so much on this future husband. You can miss out on so many other opportunities. And remember, I'm only doing a 2-card spread. If you want a lot more, the prices are down below. So, yeah, I do feel like you're really cutting yourself off. But, I mean, I can do it. Not a problem. But it is about... we're not going to get a full story here. We're only going to get 2 cards. You're not going to get a lot. What will he be like? Let's have a look. What will he be like? If we do this. Okay. It's interesting. 10 of Swords are coming up. Okay. Well, you could be talking about a relationship. What do you need to do to improve your relationship? And it does talk about, again, you got that things. 10 of Swords seem to be stalking us today. and things. So there's a lot of things that need to be completed, that need to be ended, things that need to give you the opportunity for something new. There's definitely some changes. Maybe some changes need to be taken place before anything's going to happen here. So here we've got some romance. So there is some romance coming into play. So you are going to have some romantic situations coming into play. Okay, so he could be somebody who has some stuff that needs to be finished first. So you're talking about your new husband coming into play. Maybe he has some stuff that he needs to complete first. And then once he's completed, he'll be able to be the romantic person that you need. Okay, so maybe he's dealing with some stuff that needs to be completed, needs to be ended, and then it opens him up for new opportunities to bring in the sense of romance, to bring in the sense of emotions and feelings, and making sure your emotional needs are sort of taken care of in some way. Okay. So there are some things that maybe they're dealing with, or maybe that you'll need to complete. There's definitely a lot of endings. Seems to be a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and then the romance will come into play. So there's definitely the potential of romance. It's definitely a romantic husband coming in, or a romantic future for you. But don't close off opportunities for other relationships. Okay, so all about Maine hasn't come through. So I'm just waiting for all about Maine, and then this list here. Right, A. You can now type in your question. A and Mary. And let's do the Santa Muerte Tarot. Okay, this next list I'm doing Santa Muerte. Okay, A. How does Sagittarius feel about you? Oh. Okay, so we have, feels like he's sort of, with the Knight of Swords, that sense of planning and strategizing before moving into battle. So it does feel as though maybe there's a lot of thought gone into it before he's taken action. A lot of thought before he takes action, should I say. The sense of sort of juggling a lot of things as well. Could be trying to work out what his priorities are, what's important to him. So it does feel like there's a lot of thought, a lot of ideas going into this planning of how he can move forward in the relationship, maybe in some way, working out what his priorities are, what's important to him, and where he's going. Okay. So Mary, does A, she's your friend. Okay, with friends. She's not talking. Okay, we've got, there are some feelings there. There's definitely some feelings in some way. And in moderation, I do feel like sort of blending all their emotions sort of together. They definitely think about you. I don't know whether it's all the time, but you do cross their mind. I don't feel it's an excess. I just feel it's quite neutral sort of thought. You know, she's your friend. I know you're not talking at the moment, but there is some thoughts, some fleeting thoughts. It's in moderation. It's not too excessive. There's definitely some feelings to the situation. I do feel like there's some light trying to shine through in the situation as well. I do feel like there's some light sort of trying to shine through with it all. So yeah, definitely feel as though that. Oh, sorry, A. I don't remember. when I've done the reading. I can't remember. I'll have to rewind it and have a look. I'll have to rewind it and have a look later. Okay, so next is Banyana and Lily. Banyana and Lily. Banyana and Lily. Oh, card just flew out then when I read your question. 2 cards. Okay, we have 2 of Swords, trying to find a sense of inner peace. Okay, so I do feel as though there is a sense of being at a bit of a crossroads. I think there's a sense of being unsure. So I do feel like there's a need to look at the truth, nurture the facts of the situation. I'm not sure. I do feel like they're at a crossroads. They're unsure about whether to contact you. I think there's a bit of yo-yoing about whether they should or they shouldn't. I'm not actually getting a definite yes with this. I'm getting a sense of trying to find a sense of inner peace within themselves. Trying to nurture the facts, the situation of what's actually going on, their mind, their mental stuff. So I do feel as though I'm not getting a very clear answer in this. I do feel like they're yo-yoing in their mind, their thoughts. I do feel as though they're not quite made the decision as yet to contact you. Okay, so I'm not getting a yes in this situation at all. I'm not getting a yes, they'll definitely contact you. Okay, I'm not getting a definite yes in that respect. Okay, so we've got Lily and then Thailand. You've got to remember the future's never actually set in stone, that things can change depending on decisions being made. Remember, this is just energy in the moment, and things can change at any time. Future is never set in stone. Things can always change. You can change the outcome. Other people can change the outcome. So Lily and then Talon, Mad and Melody. Okay. Okay, so I'll do Talion because I'm just waiting for Lily. So how does Gabby feel about me? I said I want to try and work through these questions quickly, otherwise everybody's waiting for a long time. Okay, King of Wands. So we're getting a sense of passion. Do feel as though Gabby sees you as someone who's sort of passion, creative, adventure, full of adventure. Maybe somebody who is a bit of an enterpriser, someone who's able to manifest what they want. I do feel like they see you as someone who's able to manifest exactly what you desire, what you want. Maybe they feel you might also have a bit of a sleight of hand. Maybe they feel like they need to look beyond the question. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I just knocked the question off. So definitely feel as though there's that energy with being passionate, creative, maybe that sense of really feeling like you can manifest what you want when you want. Maybe also they feel like maybe they need to look beyond the surface a little bit. Maybe you're a little bit deeper than what appears. Okay, I want to say that they want to look beyond the surface of you. They want to see, I feel like they want to look deeper within you. Get to know you sort of energy. Okay. Mad. So I'm still waiting for, there's a couple of people that haven't typed in their questions, so maybe they've disappeared. How does Naive feel about me? How does Naive? Okay, we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is a sense of maybe feeling like they're not quite seeing the bigger picture. Does feel like they've got the head down, they're not quite seeing. The sense of feeling chained to issues and things going on. So I'm actually not getting that they're feeling a lot about you at the moment. Does seem to be a lot of stuff going on in their own life. They're a little bit wound up in their own stuff at the moment, not really focusing on you. They've got a lot of their own stuff they're dealing with, a lot of stuff that they feel very chained to. With having the Four of Cups and the Devil card here, there's a lot of stuff that they're just not seeing outside of their own little world. They're tied up in their own little space at this time. Definitely feels like that there. So where are we at here? So I haven't had Lily yet and Melody. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Lily, Melody. I missed All About Maine as well. What's Yanni's energy towards you? Oh, card popped out. Here we have Eight of Wands. It feels very intense, very, I want to say very passionate. There's a lot of movement going on. So it feels very dynamic energy. Okay, and we've got the sense of beauty, sense of mothering, but also the sense of abundance and bounty. So I'm getting a lot of movement going on, very dynamic, very energetic, very passionate, very creative energy towards you. So I do feel like there's a very lustful energy, a very yearning energy, very passionate energy. Okay, so I do feel like there's a lot of, I want to say a lot of passion towards you is what I'm getting here. Okay, so we're getting a lot of passion. With having the Eight of Wands with the Empress card here, it does feel very sensual, very passion, very creative. Yeah, very dynamic energy here. So quite interesting indeed. Okay, so that feels like everybody's sort of energy here. Okay, so everybody that's sort of posted is posted. I know there's a few people here who didn't get their readings. So Lily, I didn't see your question at all. Didn't get Lily's question. I didn't get All About Maine's question. So let me just type this in. So All About Maine and Lily. So I don't know if there's anyone else that I missed. Okay, so then we have Madeline. a mess with flour. Okay, so got all about Maine and Lily. I'm still waiting for their questions. They haven't come through. But then we have Madeline and Flower. So Madeline and Flower. I'm great, thank you. You just want to, I'm just waiting for, oh, Lily, your question, please. Your question, Lily. Cool, brilliant. I've been waiting for you, sweetie. So let's get this here. So all about Maine and Lily. I just need questions, and then I'll do Madeline and Flower. All about Maine and Lily were two that I've been waiting for from previous lists. Oh. Now, guys, just a really quick fix here. I do want to share with you just something in between. I just want to put in here. Let me just share the screen because I want to show you something. Okay. For those that are interested, okay, if you go into my Ko-Fi page and you support me, whether it's one time or you choose a membership one, introductory level at $1 per month, or a silver moon, $3 per month, there will be selected discounts available to you. There are selective posts available to you. So there is some quite there are some things that if you choose to be a Ko-Fi supporter, you are going to have exclusive posts, discounts, readings, all sorts of things, previews of my YouTube videos. You'll get early bird reviews, or early bird viewings, should I say, early bird viewings of certain videos. You'll get selected posts that are exclusive only to supporters or members of Ko-Fi. Okay, so that's one thing I sort of wanted to share with you a little bit about Ko-Fi. Now, if you choose just to support me once, you'll definitely become always a supporter. So it does give you that option to get the discounts and things like that as well. So I just wanted to share that with you while we are sort of doing the questions. Lily, right. We are Lily. Let's do here. So, yeah. So don't forget, if you are a Ko-Fi supporter, you will get discounts. Let me know what those discounts are. And so, yeah, interesting. Right, can I ask if S will reach out in the next 48 hours? Will S reach out in the next 48 hours? Ooh. Okay, we've got 5 of Swords. Feeling a bit defeated, so no, I'm sort of getting a bit of a into the unknown energy here. It feels very defeated, as though things are not going to quite work out the way we expect them to. It may not happen in the next 48 hours. It may be a little bit after that. Okay, so here I'm getting this sense of yeah, I'm just getting a sense of feeling a bit defeated, of feeling like things are not quite working out the way we want them to. Maybe feeling as though there's a new cycle waiting to happen, or a new phase waiting to happen. Feel like this sense of Actually interesting here, because the enemy card, the enemy thought just came into my mind, as though there's somebody else sort of in the background. Okay, there's somebody in the background that is not helping the issue. Okay, so I'm not getting a call. You're not getting a call in the next 48 hours, but it could be a little bit after that. It does feel like there's a new phase, but I'm getting a sense of somebody else in the background who could be, I want to say whispering in the ear sort of energy. So hi, Denise. Oh, you donated. Thank you. Thank you for donating. Such a sweetheart. Did you donate through Ko-Fi, or did you donate through direct PayPal, Denise? Just need your question. So yeah, I'm just not getting a call in the next 48 hours. It could be a little bit after that, but I do feel as though somebody in the background is not really helping the issue. Or directly PayPal. Okay. Let me just go into PayPal. Everything's moving a bit slow today, so I don't know what's going on. I think my computer is ready for a restart. So, PayPal. Okay. Okay. Just trying to work out things. Sorry. Okay, reading. Cool. Just checking, make sure that it's gone through. Okay, Denise, let's do this. Just needed my incense lit. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get this energy back into play. Okay. Love reading. Okay. So, feeling a little bit, Denise, I'm just trying to work out what deck, and I'm actually thinking interesting. Keep getting the Gilded Tarot for some reason with the Oracle of Visions for you. As we're doing a donation reading, let's pull out a different deck. I had planned on using something else, but this sort of just seemed to speak to me in regards. So let's have a look. What major life choice did Vincent make about me recently? Oh, interesting. What major life choice did Vincent make about me recently? About Denise recently. Okay, about recently. About Denise. Life choice. Okay. Let's have a look at the heart of the situation. Hi, Maria. Butterfly, yes, you're added. I will add you. To get up and go, to make some decisions. I feel like there's sort of dealing with any past hurts or anything like that. I felt like they're dealing with some past hurts. So they were able to sort of make that movement to really get up and go, to have that sense of bringing what they want into their life, bringing you into their life. So it felt like they're dealing with a lot of past issues, a lot of stuff like that, to bring in the abundance and the prosperity that they actually want in their life. And that includes you. So I do feel like there was a big major decision in regards to that. It does feel like that sense of bringing in abundance. I keep getting that they want to bring in abundance. They want to bring in the beauty. They want to bring in that sense of kind and caring energy. Very abundant energy. Feels like there was a lot of choices to be made. They felt like there was a lot of choices to be made to actually take some action, to move ahead, to actually look at their priorities, to see what was important, what choices did they actually need to make. So there was a lot of choices made, a lot of decisions made, a lot of being able to look at things from a different perspective. I felt like there was a lot of understanding coming into their journey. I do feel like there was a sense of being able to look at things from a different perspective. They made a choice to look at things from a different perspective, to bring a sense of hope. And I love it that you finished here with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups tells me that everything's going to come together. This is their thought pattern. This is what they're thinking about. This is what they want to achieve. They want to bring everything sort of together. They want that abundance. They want that prosperity. They want that emotional connection. Okay? It does feel like they want that emotional connection to you. So let's have a look at the Oracle of Visions. So let's have a look here, Oracle of Visions. So we've got, oh, it definitely feels like there's movement ahead in the whole big picture. But let's have a little bit of a further look into this card here. This is the 5. So let's have a look at this one here. Okay, it's about leap of faith, taking a next step. Okay, I wanted to read this to you because it felt really important. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. Okay, got that. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. And that's what I feel like he's doing. I do feel like Vincent has sort of made this leap of faith in some way. I do feel like there's a leap of faith that if you take that leap of faith on the places you could go, but you'll never know until you try. We can dream and hope and take that leap, but there are risks involved. Nevertheless, we do not have to be a tarot fool innocently leaping from a cliff. We can instead assess the scenario, the dangers, and prepare. We can train or educate ourselves, become informed, take precautions, and increase our chances of success. So I do feel like he's taking that leap of faith, that he wants to achieve success with you. He wants to bring everything sort of together. He wants that movement. So I do feel like that's really... We're mirroring. Interesting. So I do feel like there's that coming together. I do feel like he wants that movement. He wants to take that leap of faith. He wants to take that risk. He wants to achieve something that's worth his energy. So I hope that sort of gives you a little bit more detail about what you want. Okay. So quite interesting cards to look at. Oh, Denise, again. Okay. Okay, what have I got? I've got the free list was all about Maine, Madeline, and Flower. Okay, did Vincent's mum Megan get a sense I'm still in love with some from the text I sent this morning? Okay, so let's have a look at the heart of the situation. Let's have a look. I just got told to stop shuffling this one and use the Tarot Decorative, but with the same Oracle deck. Okay, so we're going to still use Chiro's deck. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I just got to go with what I'm being told here. So I am getting a sense of why has this got deck half this way and half the other? Okay, so oh no, it's just those two cards there. Right. Okay, so okay, she's your biggest supporter. So does Vincent's mum Megan get a sense of I'm in love with his son? So let's have a look. Now, with the Tarot Decorative, you're a little bit of Tarot de Marseille and also the Rider-Waite-Smith. So let's have a look. Now, we have Cavalier de Denier and l'Empereur. So, yes, I definitely feel she feels like it's going to be a slow journey. Okay, she's like she wants it to be like a slow journey. She does feel like there's that sense of and with the L'Empereur, I get a sense of being in control of the journey, being the provider. I do feel like maybe she feels as though she's providing that guidance that you need, providing that sense of yeah, I do feel like she's guiding you. She's providing you some guidance to where you need to be. She wants it to be sort of a slow journey. Don't rush the journey in a way. I do feel like that's what she's feeling. Ooh. The next two is La Maison Dure and the Cavalier de Batin. So with the Tower, we have that sense of breaking down barriers, no, not everything has to be doom and gloom with the Tower card here. With the Cavalier de Batin, with the Knight of Wands, you have that sense of moving through, rebuilding with passion, with creativity, with a drive, with motivation. So I'm getting a sense not everything has to be doom and gloom with the Tower. It is very much about building, rebuilding the future that you want with passion, with creativity. So yes, I definitely get a feel that Vincent's mum Megan definitely feels that you're in love with her son and that there is passion and creativity to be rebuilt in the future. Yeah, she definitely feels the passion, the creativity, being, rebuilding the future that you actually desire. Now, Neuf Denier, 9 of coins, you get that sense of attainment. That definitely feels like there's that hope, that wish, that everything's sort of going to come together, that there is that process as well. Roi d'Épée, the King of Swords, it's all about finding any solutions to any challenges or issues that are going on. I do feel as though she definitely believes that that there is a future there that can be built, and that any challenges and things can be overcome with the sense of, and with hope and dreams and the possibilities of attainment and all that is. So I'm definitely feeling as though yes, she does know that you're in love with him. I definitely get that feeling that she knows and that she has the hope and possibility. Oh, and then the card that came out here, woo, is 28, and I'm getting that sense of being ready, that sense of reaching out. So let's have a look here at card number 28. So let's have a look at this. Yeah, exactly what I said, reaching out. I do feel like there's a spiritual bond, there's a connection there. It's very much about contacting. Each contact with a human being is so rare, so precious, one should preserve it. In this life, we are spirit and we are flesh. When we forget that we are both, we can suffer unnecessarily. This card can indicate a need to take time for meditation and to connect with one's higher self. This will in turn allow us to see the spiritual aspect of others more clearly and be able to reach out them more easily. A young man stands in a contemplative mood. The mask before him indicates that he has stepped away from his usual role in life. A flame beside the mask signifies the eternity of our nature and reminds us that all that we see in this earthly realm is no more than a mask. In his right hand, he holds a bell jar that contains the face of a woman. Maybe she is his spirit guide or a love from a past life. She is reaching out to him with much love and tenderness. In his left hand, he holds two batons, indicating the duality of a human nature. They might also indicate that he has more than enough will to move forward in his life. So I do feel like there's a connection with you guys. It's a very past life connection, that real sense of really coming together. Like there is that connection from the past. There is that, I don't know if you are into past life connections, but there is this repeated pattern, this yearning that's sort of saying that you guys need to sort of get together to connect. Definitely feel that connection there. Very soulful, spiritual connection. Very, very strong in that regard, and that's why I keep getting that you guys will definitely feel like there's that passion, that connection. So interesting indeed. So yeah, hi Nettie, I will add you to the next list. Just give me a minute. I've just got a couple to do and then I will do yours. Right, so we're on to the free list. So hopefully, Denise, that's giving you some couple of things to think about. Okay, so what was I up to? Okay, so free list. Just give me a moment and I will type up the free list. Let's just get some of these last ones done because I've just about done my hour and a half. So I'm going to do these last few. So let me just get myself organized. And Denise, I really appreciate the donations. Definitely appreciate them indeed. So quite interesting. I just make sure that I'm tidy so that I can actually move. Living in a tiny space in a caravan, for those that don't know, I actually live full-time in a tiny space. So yeah, interesting. So I always got to make sure that I sort of pack up and clean up before I continue. Otherwise I can't move. Right, so now that I put those away for the things, you're welcome, Denise, for the clarity. Right, so let's have a look at where I'm at in regards to questions here. Okay, so Flower and Madeline. Okay, so we have Madeline and Flower. Now, sorry, I can't remember which order was what. Madeline, then flower. Right. Okay. So Madeline, then flower. Okay. Madeline, flower. Oops. I forgot to write free list at the beginning. Free list. Madeline, flower. Then we had. Now, who came in after flower? Okay. We have. Oh, Maria Butterfly. So Maria Butterfly. And then I had Neddy. And we have PR. Whoops. Might help I spell that right. And then always forever. Sorry, I'm not going to write all your whole names, otherwise I'll be here forever. Okay, so that's the next list. That's the last, and then we're going to do list closed on that one. Right. So the free list is Madeline, Flower, Maria, Butterfly, Nettie, PR, then always forever. And then I've got to close the list, otherwise I'm going to be here forever. And my throat will disappear on me. Ooh. Right. Right, Madeline. Let's have a look. What's your question, Madeline? Sorry, I'm just starting fresh. Oh, you've seen your question up there. Cool. Brilliant. Okay, let's do vice versa tarot. Now, you might be wondering, what decks did I use today? Now, the decks I used today were to do with Lo Scarabeo. They were the ones that I had in these bags. Whoops, and I just dropped all the books. Some tarot decks you can buy bags that actually go with the decks. So we've got Santa Muerte, Starman, Silver Witchcraft, and vice versa. So that's what I'm doing today. So yes, Madeline, I got your question. Is E still love the girl he brought? Is E still love the girl he brought to Montenegro? Okay, we have first card is the Ace of Wands. It tells us there is an understanding, a breakthrough, a sense of passion, creativity, a new desire. So I'm definitely getting a yes in that respect here. There is a sense of interesting, because we have the Eight of Cups. And with the vice versa, you got the sense of him looking at what needs to be left behind or what he's walking towards. So, yes, I do get a sense of him is that desire, but then he's looking at what he's actually got. So he's looking at what he actually has. So there is that sense of, yes, he's still in love with he still loves the girl he brought to Montenegro, but he's looking at it in a deeper emotional way. So yeah, I definitely feel as though there is that sense of yes there. Okay, now Flower, your question. Yes, Madeline, I'm getting a very strong yes when I look at those two cards. Okay, so just got Flowers question, and then Maria. How does Yanni feel about Flower? Oh, okay, cards flew out. Two cards here. We get the Seven of Swords. So I feel like something's been taken from them. They may feel as though something's been taken from them in some way. And you've got the Knight of Swords here, like they're rushing into battle. I want to say that they're rushing to fight. So I do feel as though Yanni feels as though something's been taken from her. I feel like something's been taken from them, and I feel like she's rushing into battle, rushing into the conflict, rushing into fight for what they want. So I feel like there's a rush to fight for what they want. I do feel like they're rushing because I feel like something's been taken, so they want to grab whatever's been taken from them. They want to rush into it. They want to grab it. That sort of energy. I think that's what they feel. So I do feel like there's a bit of a rush to move in. A rush to move into the friendship or whatever the thoughts, the ideas, whatever it is about. I do feel like there's a sense of, it's a very I don't get romance or anything like that. I just get that sense of it's a very intellect sort of connection, a mental connection, thoughts. But I do feel like something's being taken from them and like they're rushing into to grab it. So I do feel like they rush into things. They do rush into the friendship. They do rush into grabbing hold of whatever they feel is going to be removed from. So I'm getting a lot of rushing energy. I'm getting a lot of moving quickly sort of energy. Okay. So who's next? We have Maria and Neddy. So Neddy, I just need your question, please. Maria Butterfly and Neddy. So how do men view you? Many different options here. I'm getting a lot of different viewpoints here. Straight away, I'm just sort of getting depends on who the man is. Hi, Joan. Oh, I'll add you, but I've just got to see on the time. I'm running out of time here. I've already been sort of like an hour and a half, so we'll see. Okay, Maria, I'm getting a lot of options here. Depends on who the man actually is. Okay, I'm just getting a lot of different viewpoints here. I really feel as though it just depends on the man himself. So here we get like the Six of Swords. There's a lot of shifting perceptions. The perceptions shift, they change. Here we get the King of Pentacles, but we actually have his back turned. So I do feel as though there's a block or opportunities not being offered. So I do get like that their shifts or their perceptions do change about you. Yeah, it's a bit hard to sort of say because, you know, their views change over time. Some may, I do get a sense of them turning like there's a block or there's a delay and not you, opportunities arising. Okay, I do feel like it's very, like they look at the surface of you and then their perceptions and things change and yeah, opportunities may not arise the way you expect them to if they're looking at just the surface of you. So I do feel like that they will their feelings about you will change or their thoughts about you will change, their perceptions. But at the moment, I'm just getting a block and opportunities of not arising to the situation. So I do feel as though perceptions and things change over time once they get to know you. I don't think it really matters anyway, unless you're looking for someone in particular. Right, Neddy. Well, Mustafa asked me to go on a date. Okay, well, Mr. asked me to go on a date. Hi, Lion. Welcome. Look, I'm sort of finishing up. I'm not sure. I've still got a few more to do. I'd sort of close the lid, but we'll just close the list. But I'll just see how we go. Well, Mustafa asked me to go on a date. What have I got? Resurrecting. Things being exposed. Things coming up. Resurrecting the true you. So I do feel like things are coming into the open. So it's a possibility here. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit about the I actually got the thought in this one here, which is quite interesting considering it's sort of a Rider-Waite-Smith type card. But I got the sense of lust here, a bit of a I know it's got like it looks like the devil in it, but it is actually the strength card. But I got the sense of lust, a bit of thing coming out of the ocean. So just be aware that if Mustafa asks you on a date, what he expects in return. So there might be a need for a bit of strength coming in. Here. I just think you need to be aware of what's being expected of you. So yes, they may ask you to go on a date, but you do need to be aware of what they expect if you go on a date. Okay, so last two here is PR and always forever. PR and always forever. Then I've got here and Lion. Oh, I just need your question. PR and always forever. So always forever if you've got your question. Waiting for PR as well. Oh no, PR, just type in your question, please. Didn't spell that one right. So I'm waiting for PR's question as well. No PR, you didn't miss your turn. Just type in your question, please. Just going to do right. PR, how is you currently thinking about me? You're welcome, Joan. You're welcome as well. How is you thinking about you? Okay. Cards I got here is the Star card. So it does feel like there's hope. Feeling like there's hope here. And we have the Knave of Swords, or the Page of Swords. So we get this sense of, it's interesting because I'm getting a sense of back being turned. It's interesting here. So I've got the Star. So I don't know whether it's you facing the energy. So I do feel like there's a sense of hope coming into play here. There is that sense of hope coming into it. There is that sense of trying to find the truth, the facts of the situation that's going on. I do feel like there's a need for communication here. There's definitely hope. yous feeling like there is hope about you. There is that connection coming into play here, but I do feel as though there's a need for communication. I do feel as though, PR, there's a need for communication. There is a need to communicate, to speak clearly, to say what's on your mind as well. I do feel like there's a need to talk, need to communicate with the situation. You are in need. That's why I keep getting this thing about the need to communicate. That's why you're in separation, but there is a need to communicate. There is hope, but there's a need to communicate. Okay, always, forever. How is Jay doing, and when do you see him reaching out? You're welcome, PR. Remember, I'm only doing a 2-card spread, so if you definitely want more, you're going to have to, I mean, the donations and things, the prices, the list down below, the list on the community tab, the list in the Ko-Fi if you donate through Ko-Fi. Of course, the posts, the discounts if you're a Ko-Fi member. So, how is Jay doing, and will he reach out? Okay, so we get a lot of reflecting. 7 of Coins is talking about reflecting. There's a lot of things about thinking about what does he want to physically bring into his life? What is Jay thinking? I feel like he's doing a lot of thinking about what he actually wants to bring into his life. So he's thinking about it, hasn't made that decision yet, still unsure about what's going on. So I'm just shuffling the cards here. Okay, will he reach out? Let's have a look. So we've got the Queen of Coins here, Queen of Coins. So to feel like there is that, again, we're getting this back turning. We're getting the sense of being unsure when they're going to reach out. There's just a lot of thinking going on, a lot of trying to organize themselves, trying to organize what's going on in their life, trying to nurture their, with the Queen of Coins, we've got the sense of trying to nurture their health or their finances, their security, their sense of security within themselves. So I do feel as though they're just not quite ready yet to reach out. Just not quite ready yet. So there's no clear-cut picture of when they will do it. There's just a lot of thought, a lot of reflection, a lot of trying to organize themselves and take care of their own needs. And so I do feel as though they're not quite ready to reach out just yet. Okay, I'm just not sure when, because they're just not ready for that. Okay, so. Oops. So we'll do the last 2, which is Joan and Layan. So let's do Joan and let's do Layan. So just need those 2 last questions and then I am done. I still didn't spell that right. Donated reading should have been D-O-N-A-T. That's what happens when you're typing quickly. So I'm just waiting for Joan's question and waiting for Layan's. So I'm just waiting for those last 2. So I don't know if anyone's read the community post or you've read the or you've looked at Ko-Fi. Will you experience a church wedding? Okay, will you experience a church wedding? Are you in a relationship already? Well, that's interesting. We got 9 of Cups, which talks about a wish fulfilled. So yeah, it definitely feels as though there is a church wedding. Interesting. With the, it's all about your motivation and your drive. It's all about your passion, your creativity. I do feel like it's all about that relationship that comes into play, whatever that is. It definitely feels as though there could be a church wedding here. It does say wish fulfilled. So yeah. You've just come from a breakup. Wow, it's all about what you manifest. Okay, so it's all about, I mean, the potential's there to make it happen. So yeah. Possibilities there. Don't know when, but the potential's there. Definitely says wish fulfilled. So next one is Lion. So just waiting for Lion's one, and then that's it. Don't forget, those that are interested, I do have my Ko-Fi page. Let me just type this. Let's just do this up. Now, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky here and show those that watch this video. One of the posts, if you are a member of Ko-Fi, if you are one of my members, you will get life discounts this week. And being a member means you've decided to join for $1 a month. $1 a month. And there are discounts this week on the love reading. Okay, the depth reading and the birthday reading. There are discounts if you are a member, which is quite interesting. Now, with being a member too, you can, or being a supporter, even being just a supporter of my page, that you've decided, okay, you're not going to join for one a month, but you are going to donate, or you are going to purchase a reading from the shop, you will get to also be exclusive posts. So just to say, so here you are. So just to sort of give you an idea of the options available to you. You can be a Silver Moon member, which gives you a lot more, of course. And gives more discounts, more posts. Early bird unboxings, early bird viewings of videos. So lots and lots go on. Right, so let's have a look. Lion. What is the reason that made Emad block me on Facebook? Okay, so why did he block you on Facebook? Okay, why did Emad block Lion on Facebook? What was the reason for the block? Okay, wounded. It's interesting with 9 of Wands, which is about being wounded, being hurt in some way. So there was maybe a feeling of him being betrayed or being hurt. And we have that he had choices that he felt he had to make. Okay, he felt hurt, felt wounded about something. Now, I don't know why or what actually went on, but he did feel very hurt, very wounded, and he felt he had choices that he had to make. He felt he had to make that choice. Okay, there was more to, I do feel like there's more to the story, but with just 2 cards, this is what's coming up. I do get that sense that he was wounded, he was very hurt by the situation. Now, I'm not sure if it's a third person in the picture that, because I don't feel like this is you. I actually feel like somebody else has been speaking to him. Somebody else has stirred the pot, is the word I got. I just got a third person has stirred, or somebody else has stirred the pot, so to speak, which is why I think he feels hurt, or feels someone's telling things that aren't the untruths, if you like. I'm feeling very untruthful, and so he felt like he had no choice, he had no option but to block you at some stage. Yeah, I do feel like there's a third person, a third party, that there's somebody else behind the scenes that are stirring the pot. I just keep getting the word stir the pot. So I do feel like they're stirring the pot, that they're not really, they're untruths, they're not really truthful, they're a little bit deceptive, and they're sort of underlining, which is why he's blocked you on Facebook, because he felt like he didn't have a choice. He felt like he had no option. He was sort of looking out into the unknown, and he felt like he didn't have a choice with the situation. So, yeah. Definitely felt like that, indeed. Oh, Liliana, I've just finished my last readings. Whew, Liliana, I am absolutely had it. I've been nearly 2 hours. Whew. Oh, sorry, hun. I just sort of closed the list because I'm just finishing up now with my Ko-Fi here. So you can see, being a member, there are member-only readings, and also members will get discounts on readings as well. You can also, plus the prices are there. Plus you can get some free downloads if you go to Ko-Fi. There's my ebook. There's some healing sessions, healing with cards, as well as pendulum and charts, but also gift vouchers are available as well through the Ko-Fi. Don't forget, you can be a member. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Liliana. I am absolutely had it. So I am just going to finish up here. With the let's just go to the videos. Let's go to Logitech. Let's go to April at the moment, even though I know it's May. And let's do this.